We got our game, everybody. Fortitude is 2-0 on this patch. Both were not even that close. Kaho seems to have a little bit of a mental block when it comes to the S-tier players. Like Happy and Fortitude, and prior to this tournament also Lin. I'm hoping that he can break that little bit of a curse. Fortitude wears the name for a reason. He is rock solid, even if you have match points against him, even if you got him super close to a defeat. He has the star player ability to get out of these situations, and maybe he'll show it here. Live showed that there is a way, that there are multiple ways to play this matchup. This way is Mountain King versus Warden.
The Warden is back. On higher levels, she can be good. The MK, though, especially early on, very strong at fighting against her. Double Ancient of War is going to be coming out early, by the way, and I think you mentioned the key unit already, the Huntresses. Mountain King, great at picking off especially frailer units with Stormbolt 1x1. Very easy to do against things like Headhunters, Archers, and all those. Against mass hunts, might be a different story. Footy pull. Ooh. This might be a big deal right here. If the footy pull is successful and he cancels the Ancient of War, it's going to throw a monkey wrench in the gears. But a good counterplay by Kaho as well, with the Archer pulling the creeps. Seems to be a successful save. And now there's a possibility for double Ancient of War usage, but no Huntress on.
It is the best human versus the best Night Elf. Good play by 40, good counterplay by Kaho. You said it. Mountain King creeping freely, and our beloved Huntress, they're not coming. It's just Archers. This Ancient of War used for creeping, then tech. If you want to have success with the Warden, you need her on high level. For that, you need a tech. Infi was facing a level 8 Warden in their match, and it still wasn't enough. So I got a couple of question marks here how that's supposed to work out. And Mr. Reno Demo is probably going to the door or something. Ancient of War still alive, but that costs a bit of resources. Archer down. They're sacrificial lambs recently for the Night Elves. And Mountain King establishing dominance. I gotta say though, Ring of Regen is amazing for that Warden. I also gotta say that not being able to attack a human expo is not that amazing, because there is an expo, it's finished, even without a tower just yet. So pretty aggressive, pretty confident as well. Footman Wisp harassing, that's a lot of fires that Fortitude is putting into Kaho's base.
Liking the Warden's items though. We got some good right click, we got that wonderful Ring of Regen that we always love to see, specifically in the early game. And Fortitude is making sure he knows what's going on. He wants to know for damn sure if he's facing Huntresses or not. Saw no Huntress Hall, saw no Hunt, seems like it's only Archers for the time being. And now a counter expansion coming up for Kaho in a very, very secure position, it seems. Right in the main base.
This will take forever. But yeah, I can kind of understand. This is probably a learning from Kaho's series versus Infi, where Infi pulled a lot of footmen and Fortitude plays the same way. The Expo was here next to the gold mine. It was eating his way into the forest, and Infi still found a way to kill it. That was extraordinary. This shall not happen again. So yeah, the most secure spot and the most odd spot for the Huntress Hall.
Early on, without Water Elementals, without Archmage, it's a lot harder to kill buildings. You could say MK is better at killing units, AM is better at killing buildings. And so, especially counter expansions seem to be easier to get up. While the MK was really good at forcing the Knight to stay back early on with his potential with Stormbolt and Bash, now he's starting to fall behind in levels. I think Kaho is playing this pretty well. Pretty safe. He kept on creeping. Of course, it was delayed, but now he's got the level lead. 3 versus 2. And now that Found Knives is real nice against the footies.
You say he plays it safe, but do you want to give the human so much time? Like, we know Expo is the most fragile part of that human play. Once it unfolds, once it has time, you ramp up to 60 food or tier 3 in no time. So if you don't put any monkey wrenches in gears, how are you supposed to stop this?
feel like if you want to get aggressive, that is a possible choice, but you can't do it with archers. They get destroyed by MK. You have to do it with hunts. And hunts still seem very all-in. There is no late game with hunts, really. There is no ability to fight tier 2 versus tier 2. I'm always a big fan of more passive play with counter expansion if there is a way to do it. And perhaps that's the question you're posing here. Can you just counter expand without doing econ pressure? And I think there's a way. I think if he gets up the Dryads and Bears in time and the Expo in a decent manner, I think there is a way to do it, especially if 40 is going tier 3, because then there's plenty of time.
Okay, we'll see. He can, of course, distract a little bit with all the footman defense we got. Jenny Prenzelberg, you legend. Thank you for 106 months. Brofly, what a legend. Yep, he absolutely is. Let's see if the Warden turns into a legend as well. Got great stats already. Footy deny into the creeps. Ancient of War marching forward for more creeping. 3.6. Still not where the Warden is supposed to be, but we got Nature's Blessing and a very early Ancient of Wind.
Yeah, looks like Kaho is expecting some Zeppelin shenanigans. And the read is right that the opponent was creeping the lab. Lots of footies are healing. Zeppelin here would indeed be a great idea. Hippogriff's also, by the way, really good for late game harass. We've seen plenty of times humans using the Zeppelin to protect the peasants in the main and at the Expo. Hold on. The Warden doesn't have Blink, by the way.
Yep.
But no big danger here, I guess.
Makrura is walking so funny. I love that thing. Shout out to the Makrura gang. All around the world. Now, 40's moment to strike on that Expo. Not rooted. We do have Nature's Blessing, as you said. Fan of Knives, all right, but not great. Trying to force a town portal, but Alchemist is here to the rescue.
Finds Zeppelin is around. He's going to have a TP here pretty soon. Does that mean a dead expansion? It might. Ward trying to fight out. The bash is dangerous. And there's the TP out. Tree of Life, luckily for him, has Nature's Blessing, but might still fall. Uh-oh. It might be the Infi moment repeating.
Dude, this is 1-to-1 the same situation. Just, like, not really that close. Trying to lower the surface area, trying to get some regen in, but that's the tree gone. 40 can swiftly move away, got another heal spray, gets hit now, so the Shadow Strike doesn't tick him down. Excellent execution by Fortitude. He knew exactly when to strike and when to Town Portal. That Fan of Knives could have been a disaster, but again, the Town Portal timing is superb. Who can stop him?
Really, really good play by 40, knowing exactly how far he can take things. He's on the way to tier 3. He's mining so much. He's so far ahead in gold. And now, is there still time for Kaho to counter-expand? Or what is the plan? He's looking down in the dumps. 40 supply only. No gold left over. Got plenty of lumber thanks to the shredder, but without lots of gold, that doesn't go that far.
Yeah, game is playing out pretty much exactly as I envisioned it with this slow pace of Kaho. It's just 40 and Infi are too great in exactly this playstyle, and Kaho is leaning into it. I think Life's game plans looked a lot better with aggression, with Huntress first and foremost. Okay idea to play it even safer, but that's just not where Night Elves shine right now. I know you got a bunch of archers against the defense footies, a Mountain King that's going wild. We have a retrain to Fan of Knives and Blink. But yeah, as you mentioned, this Expo is in dire straits already.
2.5 minutes, roughly, until it starts mining. He's going to have that time. It is going to begin mining, but the production on the human side will also start churning seriously very soon. We got a shredder there as well. Lots of lumber. He can go for lots of upgrades if he wishes. And triple aviary. The mass air has been popular with Mountain King and Alchemist for a long time. Fortitude seems to be on a wonderful path to try to get the 1-0 here. But there is a counterplay possible, and that's the Warden. High-level Warden with lots of kills. There is a possibility to deal with it. We're going for a Tinker second, as the Panda has fallen out of favor.
All right, I like this. I've seen Panda, Warden Panda combos, didn't work. It didn't really matter how high the Panda was, it just simply didn't work. Now, with the Tinker and Kaho's special. I don't know if you were around when Kaho was playing this, crows. Crows to counter the air. And usually the Dragonhawks would be there to shackle, but with the Tinker, the shackles get interrupted. So the Warden is there to buy time. Tinker has to level. The crows have to come out. I've seen Kaho play with, what was it, 16 crows against the mass air army. It's been phenomenal games. Give me more of that.
Is level 5. It's really going to jump into the main base. That would be dangerous. There's no invuln upon her. Stormbolt dodge, though. That was great. Would love to see some creeps here, but they're all not quite hurt enough. Fortitude right now is powering up. He's trying to build his ultimate army, and Kaho knows the attack is soon coming.
Alrighty. 71 food, man. Rockets only level 1. Engineering upgrade would be great for the bigger surface area. And he got it now. Should have it now. Triple hero for human, of course. Sweet. No paladin. How many crows we got? Oh, 0. Second Ancient of Wind. Oh, Kaho needs time, man. He needs so much more time.
The Expo cancel is being felt clearly right here. It's still not mining. Fortitude is striking right before the expansion pays off over at the shop. Gonna go for the heal scrolls. The idea here is mass healing against the Night Elf AoE, and then your bigger army will take out the Night Elf forces. It's a nice blink dodge again, but Kaho is gonna need a bunch more to win this.
Oh, the crow is being picked up immediately. Sweet execution. Yeah, it's an uphill battle, man. It's a 30-foot uphill battle. And not just because it's a mass air army coming your way. Everything is hurt, but there's heal scrolls, there's heal spray, there's militia coming for the ultimate aggressor. This expansion is up for like 5 seconds. What a timing, man. It's perfect.
Kaho needs 1 kill to get level 3 Tinker. Does he have that time? Can he find that kill? The Warden blinks in with the Fan of Knives. Peasant soaking up much of the damage here. There's lots of healing on the human side. Heal scroll coming in. Tree of Life is still standing. The crows so far didn't have the biggest impact. Gets a kill though. That he got level 3 already. How good are these rockets gonna?
Well, since we have level 2 heal spray now, it's kind of evened out. The big thing about rockets is they cancel the shackle, but there is nothing to shackle. Damage is alright, but we're waiting for the Alchemist heal spray for exactly that purpose. Tinker has an arm. That's nice. Now we use the rocket before the shackles are in. That's going to be another swift shackle. It's 2 heroes against the world, Primo.
Everything is so hurt, but look at all these saves. And if 40 gets to the shop, gets to the region scroll, everything is going to be pretty much in the green again. Trying to chase for kills. The Warden was hurt. She gets away. Tinker survives, still with the Ankh as well. And the shop is ready. Towers are coming now as well. He had 1 region scroll already picked up earlier, healing up right away. Now he can make use of potions and clarities. Absolutely masterclass game here on map 1. Doesn't seem like this can slip away anymore.
He's so good, man. He's so good. What did he say after WFB? Nerf human even more, buff Night Elf even more. I don't care. I find the answers, and this answer was timings. 2 insane timings by 40. Kaho's late game plan is rock solid. I love it with the crows and the Tinker. It can work in theory, but not if you lose 3 minutes due to that expo. The Warden is trying everything, trying to get a kill on that Mountain King. There's an invul on the Alchemist still that he could pass over. Greater healing too, so we're fine.
Shop here is just phenomenal. I feel like this was unrealized, unutilized by humans for a long time. How often did we see them push, just trying to set up towers? 1 shop is worth, I feel like, 5 towers. Just for clarity, just for region scrolls. It's so goddamn amazing. Double the supply now. Fortitude is enjoying as he's taking out the enemy expansion. The Warden is a great comeback hero, but there's no room anymore for a comeback in this game.
Second expo killed. It's just remaining true. If you don't pressure the human expo, they will steamroll you. That's exactly what 40 did with, I would say, close to perfect execution on top. Yeah, I have an advice for Kaho to prevent Reddit threats. Also, Life was playing here, also with the Demon Hunter. He played Immolation. It looked great. Super disruptive, lots of kills, high damage. But he was up against a Mountain King with level 2. And he had very, very, very little HP left. And he ran into the expo, he got bashed, he got killed, and the game was over. That was very tricky and very risky by Life, but you gotta respect the bash. I think more than Stormbolt and Clap, Bash is dominating the matchup. You asked if you want to go for evasion. I don't think it's that necessary in this matchup, to be honest. Kaho is the one that's kind of pioneering or reintroducing, however you want to call it, level 2 immolation. And I think that is a good call up until a certain point. Disruption is the name of the game.
It's a fast level 2 here, gloves and sentry wards as the MK was creeping up the Merc camp. I like that as well. Mercenary support available early on. But this is going to make for a lot more passive of an early game, right? He's going to creep level 3 first, take his time with the expansion. This gives plenty of time also to the Night Elf to try to get 3 for himself. Going over to the natural right now. But hold on, perhaps I have to take it back. Perhaps the MK isn't just passively creeping. He's charging across the map, scouting with his footy, looking for blood.
Indeed. And he should be able to afford this. Oh no, oh no, oh no! That's a TP gone super quickly. That's also the level 3 creep route disrupted. What a simple but genius strike by 40. He knows the elves are going for the expansion if they don't attack you, because it's relatively simple with mana burn to kill the Magi and with immolation in general. So he invests the time, walks across, forces the TP, win.
Imano seems to be pretty scared, placing a sentry ward in the middle of the map, close towards it, wants to heal up a little bit more, wants to get that level 3. Not very lucky with the items here. No rings yet, no claws yet, just double gloves, which for the Demon Hunter is not exactly what you want to see. And the timing of spotting the Tree of Life, insane. Instantly the footy is there. 40 knows everything.
This dude is just crazy, man. Yeah. With knowledge comes power, and with scouting comes knowledge, so you can put one and one together. Demon Hunter, that's what I mean. Like, that's the level 3 creep route disrupted because of that creep jag. And how much less powerful this Demon Hunter is now is nuts. The Mountain King out levels an Ancient of War creeping immolation Demon Hunter. That's surreal.
One of mana stealing here is at least quite good. MK is quickly running out of mana, but still has Mercs to rely on, still has one Stormbolt at least. And the army for the Night Elf is not looking very convincing.
Detonate.
Oh, have a nice detonate.
Great.
Good play here by Kaho, but I don't think you can save the expansion with that.
I don't think so either. No possibility to repair during that construction. It is an expo cancelled once again. Might have to counter expand on the spot. Okay, he's running away. No kills, no additional experience on the demon. And immediately, okay, scouts, if there is an expansion, doesn't find one. Did the creeps get more kills than Kaho for now?
Yeah, so far that is indeed the case. But Kaho also minimized losses. He only lost one archer, and of course the expansion got cancelled. But the human expansion is also pretty late. It just came up a little moment ago, way slower than we're used to seeing it normally. And now the MK, he's been neutered a little bit. Mana is low, no Stormbolts available right now. And so the Demon Hunter is finding new confidence to roam on the map. Looks like 40 needs a shop, needs some clarity, needs some mana back. That all takes time. Time that now Kaho has to clear out the natural with the Panda second.
Alrighty.
Which I feel like looks so bad these days.
Yeah, Mr. Remo, you're just a hater. You're just a panda hater.
That beautiful AoE, Neo. It used to be so big. It used to be so thick. And now it's so small.
Yeah, go on. I'm feeling what you're saying. But it's so intense now. It's so bursty.
Is it though?
It is though.
Dude, the AoE was reduced by what, like 40%? And the damage was increased by 15%. Yay.
You know I'm not a numbers man, Remo. I see it though. The big enemy for the foreseeable future is Footman. Even though 40 is diversifying, jumping on this Ancient of Lore might be a bit miscalculated as he can't get the kill. But does the presence of Footman Slowing the Panda down is nice. Keeping Kaho passive and defensive is nice. But he got a kill. And now... Oh, block. Yeah, sick. Good save. Mountain King alone?
He could have spotted the expansion, but I think he didn't quite see it yet. It has turned daytime. Now it's easy to see. And now he has seen it, in fact. But no water elementals. We came to this point earlier. Canceling buildings here much harder. Is he capable of doing that now with the MK out of mana? He has a handful of footies and mercs. Oh, and more mercs. Mauler and second Berserker joining. Maybe there's still a way.
Dude, the lessons that 40 is taking from Infi and that Infi is taking from 40 is ridiculous, man. It's like a study group, these two together. The Mauler, oh, very unfortunate end snare here. The Mauler has so much more value now due to the piercing damage change. He's so chunky, he's so tanky, and good damage, of course, as well as normal damage type. I really, really like that. We see more Maulers. What we are not seeing is these Berserkers because they are getting shredded by the Demon. Panda also with the Drunken Haze Breath of Fire combo, and all of a sudden this push doesn't look too scary anymore.
Good hold by Kaho here. Really good decision making, I think. Panda creeps close to the expansion to be ready for a response if necessary, and the Demon Hunter scouting in the center saw absolutely perfectly what was coming. And if this Expo cancel doesn't work, that's a lot of units thrown away.
Yeah, 2 Berserkers alone, man. That's so much XP. Mountain King. Panda, not enough. Can he kill the Mauler? Yes, he can. Wow, what a mercenary execution that was. All of a sudden, the door is wide open to a Kaho comeback.
Agent of War also didn't fall to the creeps. Kaho pulled it back. This was a wonderful sequence by Kaho. Absolutely amazing showing by the Chinese Night Elf here. Enjoying more experience after the previous experience donation from the human units. And now he's going to have double level 3 against a human who has, what? An MK, a couple of footies, and no tier 3 in sight.
Yeah, he's going Mass Tier 2. Rifle Casters is the name of the game. Similar to what we oftentimes see on Springtime. Archmage with Blizzard first as like a magic spell equivalent of Mortar Teams can work really nicely. If you find the chokes on Last Refuge, there's surely potential to do so. But he's facing 3-3 heroes already. And it's not going to be easy for 40 to bring this back.
This is a gigantic lead for Kaho now, I want to say. He's on tier 3, enjoying all those benefits now soon. And taking the consumable away here. 1 of mana steal. Needs to start mining at the expansion though. And Tangle Gold Mine is up. Now he realizes it. Wasn't much downtime. And 40 is not ready yet, right? He needs like at least 65 supply and at least 1 heal scroll. Kaho is looking absolutely magnificent right now.
Yeah, very much agree. Also, Demon Hunter damage is looking fine for the direct exchanges. He also has to wait a little bit. We only get 1 bear, and that's currently in production, so no Reju, which could be quite a playmaker. Oh, it's coming now, actually, since there is no Dispel. And 40 feels forced into... Not forced, but gets 2 sorcerers in. Drunken Haze Breath of Fire. Solid solution versus Footman. The damage,
heal
right?
scroll is clearly lacking here. No heal scroll makes the human army feel so less powerful. The Rejuve also is fantastic. There's no Dispel against it. It seems like all the tempo advantage is on the Night of right now. The Demon, speaking of tempo, just hit level 4. Now we finally got the level 2 mana burn. Kaho is looking amazing on his map.
And almost got in range for the burn, but this is the Ogre. Falling Tomb as well. Oh, heal wards. Oh, how great this item is. Blizzard doesn't touch it anymore because of the spell damage, of course, that they're immune to nowadays. Insane items. We get the first breaker in. I like that play by 40 to steal the Reju. Otherwise, the Demon Hunter is just very, very dominant. 40 is pushing at around 70. Kaho is missing a Moonwell to even out supply, but instead he's investing in gold into double heal scroll and an Invo potion. He keeps on farming, and Fortitude has a tough task ahead of him.
1 bear getting caught here by the human army. But I ask you, what army? You know, they tend to say the human army is better than your army. But is it really? I'm looking at it, and I'm not so convinced.
I saw a lot of games where the human army was definitely better than any other army, but not in this regard, man. The bears are cleaning house, the demon hunter on a tear, and what a swift defense this was. 40 might be losing some more units here thanks to the dryads. I really like that split. He's probably gonna get both. Priest down. Okay, it's just at least a little bit of damage done. But it's all about time. It's all about timings. As Kaho needs some time for a bigger army, breaks upkeep immediately, and 40 has maybe one push left, but the Demon Hunter scouts it nicely. Careful. Stumble to the face. Surround. Not close though. Oh.
He is close.
Is he dead?
Might be dead. But there's a counterplay coming. We got a Zeppelin being purchased. Panda could think about dropping into the human main base.
That's one way to get your opponent back into the game. And there's no zap, and there's no drop. There's a Tavern Revive though, and a Zeppelin by Kaho for scouting.
That was pretty expensive, man. That could have been 10 more supply in bears, the gold that cost. Is that the door opening all of a sudden for 40?
As we said, Kaho had some issues closing out games against the best players in the world. Hopefully that doesn't derail him here too much. We still got the double heal scroll. He is prepared for a fight in a convenient position, and Fortitude allows him more time because he wants that level 2 blizzard.
Demon Panda 4.5. By the way, this means that if this game goes long enough, another 5 or 6 minutes, we should see double level 5. And that is hella good. Kaho neglecting the Orb of Venom, by the way, for a very long time. Unusual to see from Demon Hunter players, of which Kaho is one of the very best.
These interceptions are just fantastic, man. This is not the choke that you want. Of course, Fortitude trying to lure Kaho onto the high ground or fight from high ground to low ground. But so far, this is only damage on the human army, with the exception of this Dryad. Drunken Ace Breath of Fire gets quite some kills in. Demon Hunter might be forced into an Invo Potion soon, but there's no extra mana. Play around the bash, he does. And the Panda, still so much fire to spit.
Not enough slow, not enough Sorks. Priest getting picked off, Sorks getting picked off. These bears are having the best time of their life. Just easy chase after these breakers, getting in so much damage, not receiving too much yet from the Blizzard, although it did just level up. And Kaho also, his positioning here between the two armies, when the human death ball isn't together, it's really easy to rip it apart. And here he did that masterfully, punishing the creeping position, finding straggler units. Absolutely wonderful. Kaho now with the supply lead as well.
Yeah, there's not much left to do for 40. Maybe one Hail Mary push. We do get some invisibility, which enables the Mountain King, maybe for playmaking Stormbolt. That could be nice. Love the addition of breakers. We saw the impact there already by stealing the Reju. But yeah, how to do that, man. Kaho is also very patient, not spamming any items, holding on for these 2 heal scrolls for a long time, only using the Invo Potion when it was necessary. The timing against the possible bash was wonderful. And now we push. We pushed for the deserved win.
Yeah, looks like there's no other result possibly here anymore. Kaho with his signature aggression. The sick thing also with being so oppressive on the enemy side of the map, there's never any room to breathe for 40, and he's losing reinforcements. Yeah, that's all true, but also, he's never getting to the shop. He's never getting any opportunity to get a heal scroll. And without heal scroll, there's no way he can ever hope to beat this elf army.
The floodgates are open now, bear in the back, farms falling quickly, Kaho in the process of fixing these. 40 again trying to establish a front line and then kiting back and make it convenient for the Archmage to use that Blizzard. But so far the AoE damage show is coming from the Panda. That was a solid Blizzard, but the Archmage far forward, level 5 on the Demon. GG, no chance. Kaho ties up the series. Absolutely
phenomenal showing. This was a picture-perfect game pretty much. The expansion got cancelled, sure, but other losses were minimized to a great effect, and perhaps Fortitude with a bit of a miscalculation, thinking he could destroy the expansion again, but that time didn't work. Heroes were spiraling completely out of control. The Panda Demon duo in the late game again, showing what they're capable of. And it seems also like a confidence pick. This map here being chosen by Fortitude. He's going MK first. That means he must play fast expansion. And we've seen in the past, Fast Expo can be a bit rough here on this map, especially if there's Huntress pressure, especially if you have no Archmage. I tell you what, Neo, I would love to see some Hunts this game.
Ooh, okay then. I don't think that Kaho necessarily is a great fan of Hunts. He's probably reading some Reddit threads saying that Hunters are in the worst state they've ever been. But I totally agree. Mountain King early on is not necessarily the best hero of all time. On level 1, that is. And this expansion on the bottom right is one of the toughest expansion there is in the competitive map pool. So I can only echo what you said.
Demon finding no ring of protection here, which is normally the thing he likes to find the most. Again, it's gloves. Got some of those already on the previous map. A few more than he would have liked, I imagine. But it might be a very similar early activity for the Mountain King compared to Concealed Hill. Here, once again, he can't go for the level 2 expansion and then go aggressive. I feel like this is the way MK likes to play the most. Here, he has to creep level 3 first, once again, and then make his way across the map. So this is once more lots of time to get prepared for Kaho.
Right on. Chat is asking, what is this farm? I almost feel like it's an anti-tower farm. Scouts a little bit towards the tavern. Especially against live, 40 did a phenomenal job and always be on the outlook for arced wisps and APs and counted them most of the time. So that should probably be a help then. Yep. So here's the creep, and the demon is quite far away, but the demon also has the chance to go for a staff, and there's a wisp nearby. Wonder if that's a play.
There's an Arcane Tower coming up in the main base, though. I think there's no ability really to do this, so Fortitude is playing a very safe early game, and the Demon Hunter so far is only interested in creeping. Gonna reach level 3 here, slightly behind the Mountain King, who is a very tanky fella with all those rings, by the way. So now, double level 3 has been achieved, but the Demon Hunter is pretty hurt. He's gonna need a lot of healing. Good thing he made 4 Moonwells early on, with 2 finishing up soon.
Yeah, making use of that nighttime fill up the Moonwells. Mountain King is now the one to staff aggressively. Dude, he is punishing these aggressive creep routes so hard!
Oh, bash! Wee. Okay. Bullets not exactly dodged, but second bullet prevented, I suppose.
Yeah, it's like he got that bullet to the ear.
Isn't that what Eminem said in that Kill Shot song? The bullet just grazed him. Just grazed his ear. And the Demon Hunter lives to fight another day. Healing up now pretty well with all those Moonwells. And he's going for a counter expansion once again, safely in the main base, which will take a while still.
Right on. This is the new play of the day for Kaho, the super defensive trees. The new play for Fortitude seems to be punish Night Elves for their greedy creeping. Both cool plays. Get a little bit of vision with the illusion. We get a lot of gold, plus the arcane on the right-hand side. It seems like none of our players is necessarily in a rush right now. Grimo with his next sentence. So, in deep thoughts.
We're getting the lay of the land right now, Neo. We're displaying patience, just like Kaho. He's just chilling in the base, scouting with the illusion, baiting a Stormbolt, saying, ha ha! Like...
Nelson?
God damn, what was his name?
Nelson?
Simpsons.
Nelson.
Not as great of a person as the other Nelson from South Africa, but perhaps just as famous.
Probably is, if not more. We got a little bit of a creep check here. RIP Archers, but Fortitude, man, he's only thinking about one thing, and that is canceling expansions or Panda.
We got a lot of fire over here. Immolation and Breath of Fire. These footies cannot hold this around. And that's a counter also to defend. Not sure if we have the upgrade right now, but heroes don't care about that. Panda healing up. And that's a good hold by our Night Elf.
God damn, this is a barbecue. 40 needs some aloe vera here. No point of damage really to that tree. Mountain King might actually get blocked here to a degree.
Yeah, he's in deep. But he's got the staff, he can get out no problem. Took a lot of moon juice, by the way, to keep this panda healthy, so moon juice from here on out is going to be rather low.
Jesus, all these footman kills though. Love to see it, if you're not the human. Ancient of War continues creeping. Panda needs some levels. Even creeping with the Demon Hunter. Maybe just to accelerate, as damage is rather low. Dryad's coming in. Tree has a long walk ahead of him. I'd never do that.
Call an Uber from the main to the natural.
I'm gonna get one of these American scooters.
What do you mean American scooters? You mean these electric scooters?
Yes, like the one they go grocery shopping with.
Oh wait, you mean mobility scooters?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's the American
That's
scooter.
the American scooter to me.
I think you have to weigh at least 300 pounds though to be allowed to buy one, Neil. You got some work to do.
Fake it till you make it. We're gonna find a way. You know, it's an American scooter. Must be up for sale.
Everything's for sale in America. We know that. Even the presidency. Mountain King getting the next item. Ooh, and that's a good one. Ancient Django and almost level 4. MK's looking strong, but I also feel like Kaho has played a good defensive game with minimal losses. Counter expansion soon up. And this is going to be an interesting mid-game, late-game now, because Kaho now in a better, 40 in a better position. He's not going tier 3. He's not going for the ultimate late game with mass air. This is going to be the rifle caster push again with... There should be an Archmage as well, but we're not seeing it yet.
Ooh, yeah. Zeppelin here
stole
to
it.
save the day.
Stole the item.
Stole the item. He did. Big invul.
How much can he do with the Zeppelin Harass? We have Ancient of Wind already coming. Look at Kaho. He seems to be ready for everything. He can easily add in a Hippogriff now. Waiting for that. As Kaho is waiting for the Zeppelin to make his move.
Before the storm, it feels like. Can you level the panda somehow at the... the green is probably not enough, and he needs to be in position. 40 trying to buy time, but seeing that the Night Elf is here with all that piercing damage anti-air, and Demon Hunter just solos the spot in the middle after the Mountain King took out the Ogre, of course. Very interesting state of the game.
Yeah, like the efficiency here by Kaho. He's not wasting his time, trying to get stronger still with an already strong high-level demon. Archmage is joining. It does seem like time is on Kaho's side here. The longer the game goes, the more the tier 3 is going to kick in. The higher level Knight of Hero is going to get stronger. And you mentioned on the outset of the map, Mountain Giants, a possibility. And Mountain Giants on this map with 2 base would be completely unbeatable, I want to say, for the human, unless somehow he makes it to Knights, but I don't see that happening.
Me neither, man. Me neither. A little bit of an opportunity here. Archmage finally arrives. That took some time, and we might get a fight here soon. Panda is, with his level 2, still very underwhelming.
Even in the main base, trying to pick up the orb and then join into the fight, trying to force an engagement and find kills early before the full human death ball is assembled. But it seems like it has been successfully assembled. Everyone's here to fight Thanos. We got 75 supply, we got 2 heal scrolls, and 40 is ready to go, it seems.
77. I don't know if this is holdable, man. Especially not if Kaho is starting this creep spot. But if you don't start the creep spot, how do you get to level 3? Tough choice.
Would be an impressive hold if Kaho pulls it off, but the numbers are very clearly in favor of the human player. Triple heal scroll. way different look compared to the previous map, where he was bullied away from those shops the entire time.
Right on. That might just be the difference here. One of many differences. The human army is indeed better than your army. Panda is trying his best, but it's like you
so many units, dude.
You with the Sambuca in your mouth, man. That's the same amount of damage.
Mana burns are good. MK's out of juice. But we still have 3 heal scrolls.
And the Mountain King doesn't need much juice, right? He's still got that bash. How do you hold this? Kaho needs a miracle.
If Kaho has 2 more minutes to get out more bears, perhaps there is a way. But 40 right now is trying to force the issue. Setting up a shop in the back. We mentioned earlier how amazing that is for potions and clarities and region scrolls. And towers coming up as well.
Just waiting for the knockout punch. What can be an element of surprise here that Kaho can bring into this fight? What's something that Fortitude is not expecting? What causes him trouble?
I feel like one Fairy Dragon could be really cool, also to force him away from a position. But right now it's all investment in bears, which I think is understandable as well. They are great fighters. Quite good against this army as well, if they get the good connection and don't all get slowed.
The detonates are nice to prevent that slow that you just mentioned. Mountain King has the big invul still, needs to use it soon, does so, keeping things safe. Always play around the highest possible damage you can take. Bears are disappearing in the front row. We don't even need Blizzard for the necessary damage.
So much healing and sustain in the human army. Falling up back a bit.
Wait.
We could cancel the towers right now. If he gets in range with the piercing, that would be so huge. These arcanes are almost done. The peasant repair, so important. One tower is cancelled, but the other one should be coming up.
Dude, Kaho's on a hell of a fight. Cancelled here. Mountain King just barely survives and makes it into the back. And now the bears might have overcommitted a little bit. The shop is providing potion after potion. That bear won't do anything anymore.
Hold up.
That's the last heal scroll.
Fighting on. The bear count, though, looking a little concerning right now. Let me take that back. Looking hugely concerning. That was 5 or 6 bears going down here in this hold.
Very, very, very expensive. But the fact that Kaho is alive is mental, dude. I never thought there would be a chance, but the fight was amazing. Started with the Wisp detonates. We see it so often these days in matchups versus Orc especially, but Kaho brings this element into the fight against Human and might live to see another day.
The heal scroll has been purchased, so now we have 2 on the human side. Fumble on the bear, triggering the anti-magic. Playing around the fact that Kaho has those quick reactions. And one bear again taken out early. The Blizzard here is doing decent damage, but only level 1. Not that big of a potential yet. Another bear goes down. It's 2 quick bear kills once again right away.
Mountain King level 5 though. Breath of Fire didn't do that much, but the meat shield is gone for now. Kaho needs to keep his macro up, and he does. New bears trickling in. This one denied in the heat of the moment. Kaho sharp, but is he sharp enough to set the last deep cut?
There's no staffs this entire time, by the way. Kaho is playing without the normally so strong 150 gold item. As he keeps losing bear after bear. 40's picking him off one by one. They're not looking tanky at all here, to be honest. Committing 1 heal scroll now. That was the second one, actually.
No bash!
Potion Storm Bolt.
Does he need that redo? Kaho on his last lag, maybe. Mana burns are good. Next bear for the reju is coming in. And a lot of damage on 40's army.
Panda's a decent brawler, by the way, in these scrappy fights. Good frontliner. Okay right click. Don't want to say it's amazing, but it's alright. And again, Kaho holds, but now, Neo, it's daytime. The Moonju is now going to be taking a little bit of a break after a long working nighttime. Long shift is now over.
All the nerds hate daytime. We want our night. Well, we can keep the curtains closed. Night elves can use a moonstone. It's basically the same thing, but Fortitude marching forward here. We have a little bit of repair. Possible. Level 5 anti-magic potion. There's maybe a little bit of hope.
use the AMS here. I feel like that one perhaps wasn't necessary, but still, Stormbolt prevented. 2 Arcane Towers now also up. Very difficult to get into position there, especially for the Panda. That mana burn would hurt a lot. Also, I guess the Demon with the Immolation build.
We have Blizzard up, and we are very, very close to level 2 Blizzard, and it's already troublesome for Kaho to out-sustain this. What if we put another layer of damage on top? This is the army. It's ridiculous. Demon Hunter down to below 50% already. Redo necessary, but you can't get too close to all these breakers, otherwise it's just stolen. So it's an incredibly tough task for Kaho right now.
Looks like 40 is choking him out. One by one, these bears are getting picked off. Patient play by 40, also not overextending, but always finding the necessary kills. Coming out of Invis with the Mountain King. Didn't get mana burn for a while. Stormbolt again on the Demon. And now kiting back into the towers. The shop is still there. The heal scroll is in. Regen scrolls could also be popped easily. And more mana potions purchased. Sure, Kaho is getting a couple of kills, but it seems like he's always losing more.
Yeah. This is not ideally sustainable. Can we hope for level 6? Not really. We're far, far, far away. The Panda this time looks quite underwhelming. Oh my, into the breakers we go. 1 bear down, 2 bears down, Stormbolt to the head, and this time no potion, and as we mentioned, no step. This might just be a triple kill, but Kaho taps out before. GG, Fortitude wins this war of attrition and claims match point.
Yeah, really good game. I would say this was the first really close map in the series. After the first 2 were dominated by each respective player. And considering he was down by 25, 30 supply for so long, Kaho made it close, man. That was almost a beautiful hold. But I guess in the end, the counter expansion was just a bit too late. The bear numbers didn't get quite high enough, quite fast enough. Out of Caustic is saying cinnamon apple pie with vanilla ice cream kicks ass.
Yes, he's
now
so right.
that sounds very good. I have to agree. That sounds really good.
Yeah, also works with strawberry pie. Really good. Can you?
Gotta be honest, I've never baked a pie in my life, and I think that doesn't come as a surprise to anyone.
Nope, not at all. But me neither. I did make waffles myself, which is kind of a pie to me.
I mean, it's flour, it's sugar. Yeah, it's
same
close.
Same thing. And then you put the cherries on top afterwards when they're done, and not the as part. It's the same thing.
It's also the same creep out here, beginning for our 2 players. Merc camp opened up early. Not the easiest camp to creep, to be honest. It takes a while. Lots of work, especially for the Night Elf. Lots of repair on the Ancient of War, but a fast level 2. And I love to see this, Neo. Talisman of Evasion. Now we got a Demon Hunter with 3 of his classic abilities.
I would love that for more heroes, to be honest. Wouldn't that be nice? A bash item, for example.
Bash item?
I love that.
Sounds balanced.
Yeah, it sounds like we should call it pickaxe or something.
Yeah. Put it on the Blade Master. Sounds real good. Bloodlust, bash.
It should stack.
Let's do it.
It should stack.
A player's forces are under
Mountain
attack.
King here in the center of the map. Again, taking his time with the expansion, apparently. It does surprise me on this map, to be honest. On this map, going for instant expo creep is pretty easy and gives you the fast level 2. I feel like I'm liking Kaho's opening more. Got a fast level 2, got the next item already, and this priest. This priest is so wonderful. I know priests have a bad reputation these days, but this priest, amazing for the team.
Well, he's hanging out with older people. That makes the priest a little bit more justifiable here these days. And I feel like this Night Elf play here, going to the shop, is a little bit inspired of what the orcs do with like Blade Master alone or Blade Master Grunt to clean these camps easy with that support. Love it. For the first time this series, Fortitude either didn't want to punish him for that or didn't find him there. So yeah, thumbs up for Kaho. Cool creep route, well executed, nicely done.
Loving these items. He's got the Ring of Protection, he's got the Evasion from the aforementioned Talisman, and mercenary support as well, and the big invul. Like, If 40 comes in here with a push and seriously tries to commit with his MK and footies, if he dodges the first Stormbolt, puts on Immolation, I think he can take that fight easy.
I agree.
A
Oh
player's
man,
forces are
cool to see, like in the WSB games, it felt like when Kaho fell behind, there was a bit of a step missing, as if he's getting like frustrated, demotivated whatsoever. I don't feel that here, like at all. Really cool opener with that level 3, can be so oppressive. The items are amazing. Let's see if this is enough.
Yeah, the items are almost hand-picked, dude. This is actually insanely good. Not a bad spot for Kaho at all, but the question is, will he be ready in time, resource-wise, to keep up with the human? Of course, he won't be able to exactly keep up in supply. He's going to be at least a little bit behind. That much is clear, that much we know. But he wants to avoid the 50 versus 80, like we saw on the last map.
Yeah,
Footy committing. Footy's committing for the... There's no way. There's no way he gets this, is there?
Stormbolt on the demon. Oh, 40. He's always been a great footman user. He got the piercing damage coming in. This might just be enough. Oh my god, this entire early game in bitter shambles. Demon Hunter stopped once again, and he got that cancel. Sick surgical strike by 40. He just always finds his way.
I really didn't think he was going to have enough for that, but he did. Good Stormbolts as well. TP out now, trying to minimize losses. And saved everything.
Wow.
Shot coming up soon to heal up. But still lots of damage was done by the demon. He's still very strong, has the invuln. So expanding on the spot should be doable, I would think.
I think so too. Naga second tier as well for more control. The third different second tier that Kaho was playing. Thumbs up for that diversity. And this should then be... I mean, it's still a big delay, but not that much as we've seen it before. 40 is teching in the meantime, going once again for Blacksmith, Lumbermill. Lots of regen. These scrolls of regen recently, with the humans becoming better and better at saving footmen, getting so much value out of it.
Is 40 thinking about a follow-up push, I wonder? If he cancelled the Expo again, he would have a gigantic lead. Though without water elementals, with units hurt, with TP gone, it would be very hard to achieve. Right now, Kaho is also very defensively minded, just chilling next to the Tree of Life. Doesn't have very clear creep camp to go to next. Usually it would be the shop, but that one's already gone.
Could aim for the laboratory, but there's sorcerers there with enough fire. It's not that great. Sasquatch hard to take out. Yeah, feels like a bit of wasted time. While 40 is jumping from camp to camp, this is another big consumable. Level 2 bash is always great, so it's not that level 4 is a wasted level. Stormbolt again to the face before you get burned. Still gets burned. But nice creep check here. Identifying Fortitude's position without even really scouting for it.
Yeah, and if Kaho can now take the center camp with the Ancient of War, and then the item from the shop, that would be perfect. But this is why 40 is the player that he is. He is not backing off. He is ready to tango. And he's got a good mercenary army here. It's not the most high-tech, high-quality army, but it's a lot of nice little units.
Especially Muddy. The slow against the Demon Hunter can be worth a lot. We do have Dryads, but we don't have the Dispel of the Dryads. So 6 slows can go a long way.
In the end, the MK is going to allow his opponent to creep the center orange, but he is going to get the Magi and the big item. Scroll of the Beast for him could be quite good in a big push, but then again, with the presence of Wisps, perhaps not. He's going to sell it, go for the Scroll of Healing. As we saw before, those are so important.
Rune braces for the Demon against the Stormbolt, quite nice. And 40's army isn't high tech just yet. Very, very, very rich, 50 food. Conservative economically. Now the double sanctum is coming in. Now the rifle production starts. But he wants to squeeze every little bit of gold he can out of that no upkeep.
Now trying to go for the next camp. If it comes to a fight here, I think he's happy with it. Fighting before the human death ball is fully there would be quite nice for him. Did he get double rune bracers? I guess. Wait.
Are you drinking and lying to me?
No. Item's still there. Item's still there.
Okay.
Obviously, Neo. Ha 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 ha! I was joking.
We got the Devotion Aura, which is very sweet against the rifle damage. Not so much against the Blizzard coming. It's the second time 40 undershoots and Stormbolt damage. Helping Kaho creep a little bit. Now, Kaho is 4 out of 5 on his expo, but that Moonwell Wisp should probably fix it. Hopefully. Potentially.
Production needs to start real soon. There should be a second Moonwell already coming. Kaho, is he struggling a bit right now with the macro, I wonder? Because he needs to keep up in supply, roughly. 4 out of 5. It's a real 4 out of 5.
Yeah, it's a real 4 out of 5. He rallied to the lumber.
Camp gonna be the next focus of attention. If attention is focused here for, let's say, 2 minutes, this will still be a win for Kaho. Even if he's mining with less, he's still mining decently and can still produce decently. Where is that next Moonwell, I wonder? He's going for a bottom third.
Kaho special for triple orb. That means he needs a lot more resources because he doesn't even have 1 orb. That's 1,000 gold that he kind of needs for this to be really efficient. Not too sure if that works out timing-wise. Like, there's not even many ranged units here. The aura doesn't do too much. He has resources for 1 orb, but that could have been a Demon Hunter orb to similar effect. Oh,
Take him on the ground. It's a circlet. I think he got it somehow. The priest goes down only. Not the most important unit. Again, it's 80 versus 50 supply, basically.
Yep. We've seen this before, unfortunately. This super early bottom, but I guess he just wants to have something on the battlefield. We do have double short up. We do have double orb. And orbs, of course, don't count into supply. Muddy, dead, Naga 3. Maybe there's a chance for Kaho if he holds as magnificently as he did in the beginning of Conceal.
Not joining. The bottom is not in the group, Neo. She's AFK in the main base. Only now, finally coming in. That's a lot of damage lost already. Staff used, not on the Demon Hunter. The Invul Potion here, though, is sick. Invuln with Rejuve on top. Demon Hunter healing up again.
Yeah, perfect combo. Oftentimes what keeps the Night Elves afloat. And now it's the orbs. Kaho needs to macro up hard as soon as he has the resources. We need reinforcements.
Okay.
Nuke. Rune Bracers haven't sent here, by the way. Tree is helping now as well. And Kaho once again stays alive.
And the tower's not in range of the Tree of Life, by the way. Normally you want to chase in with bears to do damage, but now Kaho, he has the range damage. He's got the Naga, he's got the Potom. With a cool double orb timing, it seemed like it came a bit too late, especially the Potom. But he is still holding on over here. Not many units, but high level or high quality damage output from the heroes.
Would be great to have that little bit more gold, wouldn't it? That the 5th Wisp is missing. We do have a heal scroll, though, on the Night Elf side still left. That is remarkable. 40 plays shop control now, as of course Kaho can't really go to any shops. His fighting position still not the easiest. Fortitude, 5 important points, and we're getting close to it.
A lot of slow coming out. Very annoying, of course, for the Night Elf. Not much Riot Dispel here at all.
Keep that second tower down, looks like it. Mountain King under pressure once again, but hammering away at the bear. Saves the staff for the heroes. I like that. Towers down, Fort Lightning hits hard, but so is the bash. Staff used immediately.
Okay, those towers again didn't finish. Another Archer falls, that's level 2. And now we're gonna have Blizzard as well. Big level up, actually. 3rd orb for the Demon Hunter. Now, sick potential with these triple orbs.
Triple orb. That's exactly what he needed. Ooh boy, that is a lot of damage now. Bears coming in. Again, focus fire on workers. We're not close to a level up, but every point of XP helps Kaho survive.
Good staff play. Minimizing kills, minimizing damage taken. But nighttime is soon coming to an end again, Neo, and this is when things are going to get once more a lot rougher.
Hard to engage with the bears. We're all slowed constantly. Great sword play. Demon Hunter back. 1 bear in GNL form for the rejuve. He has to stop this Archmage now.
Wiz coming out for the repair. I think that makes him realize now that there was a missing.
Blizzard is getting tons of value.
Yeah.
Towers up. Classic human play. Still at 67. This Demon Hunter has to go berserk on the human arm.
And Kaho is finding a decent amount of kills, trying to save the bears. He's got double staffed by now, by the way, reminiscent of Lawlight play, I want to say. Nana makes it back again, sipping up from the Moonwells once again. Wait, he didn't get Wellspring. He never got the Wellspring upgrade. Oh no, Kaho. That's so much value lost.
I did love the Demon Hunter position though. The Breakers were fighting in the front and the Demon was a little bit more to the left, more aggressive as he has the Rune Braces. Stormbolt isn't that scary. And whenever the Breakers return, the Demon Hunter is there to pick him off. Incredibly smart.
A really high level series that we're seeing between these two. Best elf against the best human in the world right now. We're seeing here the reasons why. Seems like the 5th map would just be justified for all of us.
I think so. Demon Hunter close to 5. We also don't have Nature's Blessing. So if we commit to the tree, 5 armor might be missing.
So much lumber on Kaho, by the way. No Wellspring! Ay.
Well, he does have a good budget for repairs, at least.
So many towers here now. Maybe we should give up this expansion and go to the middle. Let's get wild, baby.
Okay. I think that is a bit too wild here. What can you do, man? This is rough. 40 is missing mortars. Oh, nuke on the bottom. Interesting. Anti-magic. An uncontrollable Demon Hunter. Sin Dweller.
This on
Bring
the
the
AMS.
victory.
Demon Hunter now pretty hurt. Everything slowed. Double staff coming in. Runestone. But not so much Moon Juice regen anymore.
I don't think he's gonna lose out on that foothold anymore. Like, what's stopping him? The shop would, of course, be the cherry on the afternoon pie cake thing. But he's just marching forward. It's always a bit of chip damage. And then Wisps still mining fully. Love the 3 extra Wisps here. 40 has to overcommit for Kaho to have a chance.
Bears having a tough time connecting. Look at all these bears that are coming in. I think they got 1 hit off so far.
Yeah,
of course, they're all slow. The Orbs of Venom here, they have to do the majority of the damage.
And it's the supply is getting more and more even, I gotta say. Breakers falling. Mountain King also at 40%. Tower cancelled once again. Staffs ready. And again, the Breakers being picked up. The detonates are coming in. Finally get rid of that slow. If Kaho can get some kills here, there is a chance. But the Blizzard! Oh my! There's no heal score.
Bears! Oh my god, the bears! So hurt. So many going down. There comes the staff again. Not sure if another one is ready. But yeah, Kaho is getting return kills very often, and his heroes are also getting stronger. Naga 4, Demon 5, Autumn 2. Another kill. And another save.
Nice staff play here. Gotta be a bit careful about the heroes, but there is no mana potion. 40 got a lot of kills on the bears, of course, and that hurts. Now we get a shop right next to the tree. It's a little bit of an exclamation mark by 40. Get out of my game. It's truly just down to the heroes. Naga is not scaling too much. He got the level 5 Demon Hunter for bigger mana burn. That's about it. I feel like to win he needs Fork Lightning 3, but that's so far away.
Kaho can hold on here for 3 more minutes, or let's say 2 more minutes. Maybe he can march over the Tree of Eternity into the center and equalize the income. But maybe there's no time left, Neo. The tree is falling real low.
It's so hard to repair against that. Stops the Blizzard. The Wisp's barely alive. Okay, this is Kaho's moment now. But with what? He has to work miracles with so little.
Job about to be ready. We're gonna have potions and clarities here up in a moment. Wisps are falling one by one. It seems like now the Tree of Life has to be given up. A little bit of gold still coming out of it. Can Kaho still have a chance here? The next fighting position is gonna have no towers, of course.
And you know, 40 can just expand here, basically. Why not? He's cleaning this all up. That means Kaho is supply blocked at 53. He can never get a big army anymore without big expenses, which he can't afford at the moment. One of the shops will be done as well. And 40 will mine for, what is it, 10 more minutes. More than 10 more minutes.
Is 40 gonna push all the way into the main base? Let's get a big army. Let's get mana returning on the heroes and forces. As the red camp was taken by Kaho. Cloak of Flames. Not sure if that's good. He just denied one of his own bears, but didn't get back to 50 supply.
It's unfortunately, yeah, the Dryad is finishing. That would have pushed him down to no upkeep, but it's only 600 gold in 1 minute of mining anyway. Last stand, but I gotta say, it's the old story of springtime. These chokes! The chokes kill the bears!
Kind of sick how much damage was done, even with only level 1 Blizzard being available. They're going down one by one, and now the Blizzard can be upgraded to level 2. The bears are getting picked apart, it seems like, with ease. As level 5 MK, no danger of falling here, but he does fall! He used the wrong item. I think he used the mana potion or something. MK goes down. Don't tell me that's the way back in.
Oops! That's of course a nice little damage boost as well. What a blunder by Fortitude, man. He played things so well for so long. And then there was one mistake and boom, down goes the Mountain King. And yeah, having an invo potion and 2 heal scrolls here, that's never ever ever allowed. He is thankfully for him in a very convenient spot. Still has a 30 food lead, still has additional income, but the situation, like, he could have expanded bottom left, that doesn't work. And Kaho the Madman is apparently tuning into the cast and is following Coach Remo's advice. Greedy gambling expo in the middle.
If that works though. Human armies right there. I feel like that's unlikely to succeed, but I applaud him for attempting it. The human army, however, is still gigantic. MK back from the tavern, low mana, not full HP. Knight of Heroes were creeping up a bit more. 5, 4, 3. Looking indeed now quite strong.
And again the choke. This position is brutal for the Night Elf. Especially with that Moonwell here. You could think about like keeping that up just to narrow down the choke. But of course you want to march forward. Kaho has eyes everywhere. He still needs a minute for the middle expo. But 40 sees the surprise with the militia.
Can also see the Mountain King if he uses the Owl Scout against Invis.
Oh yeah, the Owl Scout should always be on cooldown. It is on cooldown actually. Now he sees it.
But it's way more units on the human side, of course.
We fight out in the open, next to Moonwells, but no shop. The Tree of Eternity made it to the left-hand side. Kaho is mining again in a bit.
Can Kaho hold on? Can he survive? Can he stick around long enough for the Orb of Venoms to do all that damage that he needs them to? MK pretty hurt, but still invul and heal scroll upon him.
Game 5 would be so massive. Naga 5 is the dream, and we're close. Feels like he's holding mana or preserving mana already. Dude, this expo is up in the middle.
Naga and Potom have to keep shooting, have to keep putting out the damage. There's not that many priests here to heal up everything. We got 3 of them, that's a good number, but not enough for everyone, I think.
Good dispels against the slow on the Demon Hunter constantly, but yeah, he's not fighting close to usable Moonwells anymore. Constant invisibility breaks focus fire. 40 still has the 2 heal scrolls.
The Wisp didn't leave the main. The Wisps aren't going into the natural again. Now they're finally moving over, a little bit on the late side.
Can they be sniped? Will they be sniped? I mean, in the back, this is just detonate against the casters. Kind of nice. Now we spent mana again. But yeah, supply blocked at 20.
When there's some time to breathe and there's no fight erupting, that's when the priests again get to work and will slowly get everything back into the green. With MK still invis, holding on to mana potion, and 2 heal scrolls still in the human's inventory, more than double the supply. This is normally a game that 40 doesn't give away.
We have seen the wildest scenes here on Springtime this tournament. Thinking back to the 0.0001 second decider between Starbuck and Moon. You have to give up the base, of course. Invest the gold into items, I guess. Where do you want to rebuild? Bottom left-hand side is up for grabs. Middle is relatively easy to conquer. And that's exactly what the bottom is doing here. Heal scrolls, invo potions. It all has to be via heroes. And maybe that works with the Naga 5, but you need Naga 5.
Herculean task for Kaho. 40 up at 80 supply again. The Owl Scout spots everything. But the army size difference is comical.
It is, man. It absolutely is. So, what are the odds here? What can you do? The 2 base, 1 base experience didn't last for too long. 40. He's mining for 1 more minute. The economy advantage will still be with Kaho if he holds the middle. That's a
He has to
big
save
if.
these wisps, by the way. Don't lose them. You can't remake wisps at the moment.
He's running straight into the blizzard. He's saving some of them. Oh, that was actually way more than I thought. Demon Hunter in the middle of the pack. Invo potion. Big mana burn. Fortitude sees the win condition as well. That staff was clutch.
Okay. Back into the middle we go. There's 1 Moonwell here and 1 Bear. But the Rejuve instantly stolen on the Mountain King. Kaho's running out of healing here quick.
This army is so tiny. Bear down. Everything that falls can't be remade, including that wisp that was just used for detonates. Even the Ancient of War Kaho is throwing all the little pieces he got left into that fight, but the demon gets bashed. Mano a mano we go. Oh, but the breakers, man, they burn it all. The feedback doing quite some damage now, and no progress on Kaho's side.
Donner 1 inch away from death. Invo potion keeps him alive for a little bit longer. MK may have to use it as well. This time, shouldn't be dying. One would think. And with the invul, he survives. It's the demon who goes down. And that is the end to this series. And to the running season for Kaho.
Holy, what a tug of war this was. Mining out main base and expo. Fortitude with the more stable play, I'd say. We gotta say this game was very, very, very close. At least Kaho made it close with great fights. But he also made some crucial mistake. You mentioned Wellspring. We saw for how long he was mining with only 4